The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Money's coming to me.
In this historically strong recovery, unemployment rate has fallen again today, down to 4.6%. Our economy is on the move. This morning, we learned that in October, our economy created 531,000 jobs, well above expectations. We also learned that job growth over the prior 2 months, August and September, was nearly 250,000 more jobs than previously thought. In total, the job creation in the first full 9 months of my administration is about 5.6 million new jobs, a record for any new president. That's a monthly average of over 60,000 new jobs each month, 10 times more than the job creation at 3 months before I took office.
The population has grown over the years, so it's better to look at jobs added as a percentage. And if we do that, we see that jobs grew 2.1% under Biden, which is actually behind the 2.2% growth under Jimmy Carter. Here's Biden, there's Carter down there. It's also important to remember presidents take office during different circumstances. Biden took over when the economy was already starting to creep upward. You can see the job reports under Trump, they're in red. See, it's going up gradually. So, when we look at the big picture here, the truth meter rates Biden's claim half true.
That's right, half true. What he's doing is cherry picking. It's amazing, isn't it? Just like the other day, or yesterday, right? He's lying about the money they're going to be paying the illegals that came over here under Trump because they were split up. And he said, no, that's all garbage. You've heard it all. I don't have to tell you. I mean, it's just disgusting. They can't tell the truth. I mean, it really is. You know, the other thing that gets me, talking about the truth, this climate garbage. Just think about it for a moment. The money that we're going to be spending on this Paris Accord, this agreement, this environment agreement, which makes no sense, and Trump was right. That's our money. But see, they don't care because it's our money. But think about this. If they really cared about carbon, never mind the fact that they all flew over there with their jets. What are they supposed to do? Take a Greyhound bus? Millionaires, billionaires? Come on, give me a break. That's silly. How are they going to get there? Rowboat? So, the better question is, if you guys really cared about carbon, then why is it when China didn't show up to this meeting, Russia didn't show up, and they're the biggest polluters, bad enough they didn't show up, why did you think about it this way? Well, they're not showing up, and if you take China, Russia, and India, they're the biggest polluters, and not only that, but they're upping their output. Well, we're slashing ours. What are you, nuts? What they should have done, when China and Russia didn't show up, they should have pulled out right there. If they didn't think that was a good enough excuse, and I don't know why we need an excuse, but if you need an excuse, all you had to say is, wait a minute, guys, we're going to be the suckers here? You're upping your output, and we're slashing ours, and we're paying for countries that don't contribute anything, and you guys are the bad. Hey, go on, out of here. But my point is, they just don't tell the truth. It's the same thing that's going on with this budget. Unbelievable. 555 billion out of the 1.7 trillion. The biggest percentage of that 1.7 trillion is going to the stupid climate change budget. And the election the other night showed that was last on the list of what's important to the voters. Inflation. That's first. Inflation. It's killing people. Education. Not this. Not climate change. And by the way, have you ever got an answer to what is supposed to be the exact temperature? The right temperature? You never get an answer to that. You know what this is all about? Power. It's always been about power. All this environmental stuff is about power. And the government wants to take that power and corral it and make sure government contains the power that's linked to the environment. The political power I'm talking about. They don't want it in the private sector. This is just a joke. That's what this is all about, power. Unreal. You know, the other day I was thinking about how everyone's saying we're in an economic recovery. More garbage, more lies. Everything is lies. Economic recovery. We're not in economic recovery. Just like these jobs today. What a bunch of nonsense that is. These jobs. Are you kidding me? We got all these people, they're out of work now as they're cutting back their welfare checks. Now they're going back to work. I want to see when everything gets back to normal, how many jobs you're going to create. I mean, it's easy to create 600,000 jobs or 500,000 jobs. We had 22 million people out of work. And then you had 6 million people or 9 million people that didn't work because you're giving them all kinds of checks. They decided to stay home. Then it was down to, 5 million? That's ridiculous. And now all of a sudden 600,000 people show up for work after we've been shut down. We've opened up about a year and a half ago. Give me a break. It's all garbage. It's just nonsense. But the biggest problem that people aren't talking about, okay, is how they're treating, okay, this monetary policy. The monetary policy that they've been using to prop up this economy, to artificially push up the stock market. It's creating a bigger and bigger and bigger bubble, and they're pushing it right down that road to bubble. And the only reason why the market hasn't collapsed yet is because of all this money they keep giving to the folks. People forget there's 8 other programs out there that they can get free food, free this, free that. It's unbelievable. But the big problem is this inflation is getting worse, and we're being lied to again. They keep telling us that the inflation is caused by the spending, not by the printing. So don't worry about it. It's transitory. What? You print money, I don't care if you put it in a pile or you spend it on a program. The minute you print it, that's inflation. And inflation is incredibly high. We're at about 14%. Not the 5%. That's a bold-faced lie. Bold-faced lie. So you got to be in the right stocks. That's the key right now, is the right stocks. With this kind of nonsense going on, you got to be in the right stocks. Should you be in growth stocks? Should you be in value stocks? You got to watch the 10-year treasury yield. When I get back, I'm going to bring Steve out with me, head of my education department. We're going to talk about some stocks. We'll be right back after this break. Join my gang, free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market is still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed, because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere, because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grande. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Join my gang free for 10 days. Get the color-coded chart. It's patented. Nobody else has it. Tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add to your position, and when to run like hell. And more important, switch your position to make money as it goes back down. And boy, shorting really is important. I tell my members all the time why you don't short when they're brand new. I just got all the years you haven't shorted. It's crazy. And that's the first thing we focus on, because we focus first on, and I always say this to my team, look, as long as they don't lose money, they'll be with us forever. And the way that they don't lose money is you got to educate them how to make money when a stock goes down. And you know how many people are chasing stocks and get hurt because they don't know how to short? And a good example is all these stocks that are involved with all the jabbing in the arm, the vaccines companies. Now, what an opportunity in those stocks to have made money by simply shorting. Now, I have on with me Steve. He's the head of our education department here at Phil's Gang. And he had all of our members. He got to those stocks perfect. And he hit one that went the other way, up. Steve, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great today, Phil. How are you?
Good. Good job on nailing down all the vaccine companies and making sure their members were in the right direction with it on the trade. That's great. Let's talk a little bit about that. Let's talk first about Moderna.
Yeah, Moderna, I first recognized that it was going to be a short back on Friday, October 1st, because it turned red on our Pro 2 chart, right, our color-coded chart. So I know, just like going into a intersection, that if the stoplight is red, we stop, right? Well, when you're in the stocks, if your chart turns red or your candle turns red, it means we're going to stop. We're going to get out of the long position. We're then going to go short, just like you said, and start making money on the way down. So we stayed in it, and we did pretty well, and then we started to turn green about 2 days ago, but I said don't chase it long yet because I don't feel good about it going long. And then yesterday it dropped, so I said let's go back into it short yesterday. Today it dropped $60 a share.
And you could see that that was a great analogy, because when you nailed that when it turned green, that was excellent, because you could see the energy. Even though it turned green, the energy wasn't there, the volume wasn't there. So even though it just turns green for just even 1 day, that you still got to have that energy. That volume is so important. When the volume's not there, these things will drop.
Well, the stock just didn't give me any confirmation that it was going to continue going north, and that's something that you've always taught in class. It's something that I've learned from you over the years, that we always want to make sure we're getting confirmation with a follow-through candle. So we always want at least 2 to 3 days. But that one was not giving it to me, and I could see that the money flow was getting ready to come back out, and that's what happened.
Yeah, and the other stock we had was NVAX. That's another one you nailed. That was great. That was a great short, NVAX. That was a good call.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Novavax, that one turned red back in right around Friday, September 24th. But that was the first day, so I waited another day and I waited for a new low, and it gave me that confirmation on September 28th. So we started going short, and I started noticing the pattern with pretty much all of the vaccine companies. All these big pharmas were starting to go in the same direction, and that was south. And the only one that went the other way, which was in the last couple of days, was Pfizer.
Yeah, and the thing that most people don't understand is You don't have to understand what the company does. You don't have to look at any information. You don't have to know about its free cash flow. You don't have to know about the company's margins. You don't know what the hell the vaccine's for. I mean, people don't understand because they're so used to listen to fake business news networks and listen to the garbage. And when they put out a stock, they put a stock out to benefit themselves, not the people. And they give you all this jibber jabber. They know everything about the company. And the worst one is Kramer. He always knows the CEO. He knows his wife. He knows his cousin. He knows his first child. I mean, this is just here. Give you an example. I'm going to play a cut. This was a monster, terrible stock. He got his people in. Listen to this.
Love to know what you think about social ventures.
You know I like that one. But this one has got one of my absolute faves. You know, we're going to be talking to, this is Sarah Fryer's company, because it's next door, and I happen to like the product, and I think she's just a super CEO.
Oh, yeah, it's next door, super CEO, and if you got in that thing, you've gotten slaughtered. It's been red. This stock has been red, started to turn red back on August 4th. And if you listen to him, say, because he knows in the same garbage every time with him, he knows the CEO, he knows the person, this company's next door, he knows the car they drive. Who cares? The damn thing has been red. It's been red since August 9th. Look at this thing. And the people got in this thing, they got slaughtered. Terrible. And that's the problem. If you could, it gets frustrating because you can make money constantly and you can be in the 20% club. That means 80% of people lose money in the stock market. You just look it up anywhere, 80%. To get into the 20%, it's so easy. All you got to do is stop following the jibber jabbers, stop following the garbage, and you follow the money, right, Steve? It's always the money, and it shows up on our chart, which is color coded, which we patent, so they know if the money's going in and the money's going out. That's what's important.
Absolutely, Phil. I mean, why would you try to buy a stock if the big guys are coming out of the stock?
It's amazing. All right, we're going to talk more about stocks when we get back. I have Steve with me, head of my education department. Why don't you call 877-600-GANG, 10 days free, and you get my chart.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the markets open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
When the markets open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
I've signed up, and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang gives platinum-level service and stock recommendations. It's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. Banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, so we're talking about shorting and why is it so important? Because if you only know how to buy a stock, then that means you got to be the best stock picker in the world. That's crazy. When you get out of a stock, and the reason people get out of a stock is you think it's going down. Wouldn't it be easier just to stay with a stock and switch your position and go short? Now, I have with me Steve, and he is the head of our education department, and two stocks that he had for his portfolio for our members, and they were great picks. And one, and they both are with the vaccines, and he had a 40% return, Moderna, and Navex 31%. And Steve, again, as I always tell on the radio, it doesn't mean every gang member made 40% or 31%. What's important is when the chart turns color, it's up to the gang member. He'll know. Any gang member knows if he's following his stock and it turns from green to red, he's going to know that. So he makes a decision when he gets in. But every gang member had an opportunity to make 40% on Moderna, and the other one, Novavax had an opportunity to make another 31%. So it's up to them when they want to get in. Of course, it's not up to us. But what do you think is the most difficult thing about trying to convince people they're short?
Well, I think that they don't understand how easy it is. There's got to be some kind of fear factor involved with it. I remember when I first joined, I didn't know what it was. I didn't understand. And then when I started to really pay attention to you, and that it posed the question, wait a minute, I can make money when the market's going down, when the stock is going down. Okay, that is what grabbed me. That was the hook.
And most people don't get that. That's like strange to them. I mean, I can make money when a stock is going down because they've been listening to these jibber jabbers. Okay, these jibber jabbers, these unbelievably these dopes. Okay, they always want you to do one thing: buy, 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 buy. But there's another side to the transaction. It's the sell side. In this business, there's two sides of the desk, and if all you're going to do is pick one side, that's going to be very hard to do. Now, why don't you explain to the folks what you do at 10 o'clock, 5 after 10?
Well, sure, yeah. So what happens is we do a live trading class every day from 9:30 to 11, and of course you go in the beginning of the class and you inform the whole gang on your take on the market. So at 5 after 10, I come in and I answer you, the members, stock questions. So you can email in and ask me your question about your stock, and I'm going to give you the answer. I'm going to let you know exactly what side of the trade you need to be on.
And the one thing that we always talk about is our biggest job, most important job, is to make sure they don't lose money. Making money is easy. It's making sure they don't lose money. And if they don't lose money, members are with us forever. And we have so many techniques so you don't lose money. One is short, and the other thing is you can buy an insurance policy called a stop. So if you buy a stock and it goes up $10, starts coming back down, you can be assured to be out. Why don't you explain the stops and how that works?
Well, it's easy. I mean, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. There's different types of stops, but a stop is just like what Phil said. It's like adding brakes to your car, right? So your stock's going up, but your stock might pull back on you, okay? And you have to decide how much you want to let it pull back before you even buy the stock, right? You have to have a commitment to a small amount of loss. Once you know what that amount is going to be, then you can go in there and tell your brokerage, hey, you know what, I want to make sure I'm out at this price if it pulls back, or you can do something like I do, and that's use a trailing stop. That stop will follow you up by a percentage. I like to keep it right around 5%. So if the stock goes up 50% and then pulls back 10%, I'm out at 5%, and I made 45% on the way up.
Yeah, and the important thing, too, is that the chart that we designed, that we patent with the color code, it also has a call to action, right? The yellow.
That's correct. So basically, one day I was sitting around looking at the charts, and I was thinking, it's easy for me, it's easy for Phil. We've been doing this so long. We understand, the reds and the greens. We get that. But there are times when you're in the red or the green where you need to start being a little careful. So we came up with the idea, let's put in a caution light. Let's put in a yellow candle that says, hey, when we're in these areas that you got to be careful, especially for new people that have never done this before. That really helps add a little bit of, security to the whole trade, because when it's not time to add shares, you're going to be okay. When you're in the yellow, it's just saying, hey, we got to be careful. When it turns green, boom, you can step on the gas pedal. And at the same time, when you're at the top of a trade and you start getting yellow, it's time to start taking profits and start watching to go short. You can stay with a scout or just light shares up at the top until it turns red, at which time you can then exit the trade and then go short.
People are afraid of trading, of investing in the stock market. But the stock market is the best place in the world, better than housing, because housing has gotten out of control. Okay, housing is, like right now, housing is probably the worst investment you can be in. People say, what? Yeah, because housing went up 20-30%, right, in the last year and a half. But wages didn't go up. So that's a bubble. That's a bubble. But you can't protect yourself from that bubble. If you buy a house for an investment, you're screwed, right? If it's going up 20-30% in this bubble and your wages are going up 2% a year, then that means your house is way overpriced. And there's nothing you can do about it when the crash comes. In the stock market, it's different. But we're in the biggest stock market bubble in history. And the only reason why it's not crashing is because the administration right now, okay, they want to keep the stock market going up. They don't care. They don't care about inflation. I get a kick out of these Democrats. They claim that they are the most compassionate people. They're more compassionate than the conservatives, and they best represent the interests of the poor and the ordinary person. This is what they claim, who suffer from income inequality. This is crazy. And how they have this compassion. Well, how'd that work out for the underprivileged when gasoline's up 40%, food's up? I thought they were supposed to have compassion. See, they let the gasoline go up, they let the food go up, they let the meat go up, the cars go up, they let it go up because they don't care about you. They care about social programs. So what does that mean? Well, it just simply means that what they're doing is when they go in and they borrow money, what they claim is from the banks or anything else, and they have all these programs where they borrow money from Japan or they borrow money from China or they print the money. They say, well, there's no inflation until we spend it. If it's printed, there's no inflation. When we spend it, that's where the inflation is. But when we spend for all these programs, these socialist programs, it's going to grow the economy so fast, inflation goes away and the economy is going to grow. That is so much nonsense. It's incredible. So what do you do in the stock market to take advantage of that? Steve and I will talk about that when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market is still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out. And and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Join our gang, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-GANG or 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or just go to the site, philsgang.com, click where it says Working Investor Group. And then you get our color-coded chart free for 10 days and the gang membership free for 10 days. Try it. Yeah, I'm telling you, what a difference it makes. Here's what people don't understand. It's very important. You listen to these jibber jabbers, okay, on these fake business news networks. They do not do the work we do. Give you an example. When you have an economy, and if you have in the White House control, you have the, let's say, you've got the Democrats, okay, or the, say, progressives, the communists, or if you got in the White House and control conservatives, well, they both have different philosophies of how the economy should be run. Now, if it's a progressive group, okay, you got to trade differently, because if they're progressive, they don't care about the economy. They care all about their social programs, expanding their social programs. So what they do, okay, is they print a tremendous amount of money, okay, because remember, what they want, everything to them is expanding their welfare state, expanding their social programs. I mean, my Lord, $600 billion for child care, $200 billion for expanded child tax credit, $150 billion for homes, give people homes and rent free, $400 billion include everything from home care, they'll take care of you, send somebody over to your home, help you with cooking, the $320 billion to pay your, to build electric cars so that you can save $13,000 when you buy a car because it's electric. All this crap. Now, the problem with this, okay, is that How do they pay for that? They print money. And what they say is, when they print that money, there's no inflation in the printing. Isn't that silly? There's no inflation when you print money. This is crazy. And by saying there's no inflation, they tell you that our programs, the $600 billion child care and $150 billion pay for free home and rent for people, that's going to grow the economy. So because it's going to grow the economy so fast, we don't have to worry about the inflation because our programs grow our economy so fast, the inflation is transitory. That's all a lie. And you can prove it. In the third quarter of 2020 last year, we were up 32%. The economy grew. This year, it's down to 2%, the third quarter. Now, if you go to the first quarter this year, the economic GDP growth was 6%, the second quarter was 6%, and this quarter is 2%. See, no, it doesn't grow. See, they don't care if it grows because they're not there to grow the economy, to help the people. It's all about power. They want to get their social regime out there. They want to get all these social programs out there. That's what they are about. Now, so you have to understand that. Then you got to know, okay, which stock group should I be? Where will the yields be? And you focus everything. You have to focus on the yields. If the yields are going to be low, then you know they're going to be, the growth stocks are going to be going. The growth stocks are going to be moving. So you go with the growth stocks. So you go with your tech stocks. Otherwise, okay, if you have the conservatives in office, it's just the opposite. They say, we're going to print money, but what we're going to do is we're going to put in business investment. We're going to grow jobs. See, we're going to do business investment, grow all kinds of jobs, wages will go up, okay, we'll be productive, standard of living will go up, and that's how the economy is going to grow. It always grows that way because they care about the overall economy. It's a different philosophy, see? So now you know, okay, wow, if we have yields on a 10-year treasury going down, then we buy tech. But if their philosophy drives up the yields, then that means we're going to switch to the tech stocks. So we always have our members in the right stocks at the right time. So Steve, again, when today you were trading Johnson & Johnson, that was a great pick too. Let's talk about that.
Okay, so real quick, going up here to J&J. So J&J, I actually started shorting this one back around 172.55. It's now down to about 163.43. So again, it actually turned red back around 174.90, but I didn't enter the short again. I wanted it to have, a good 2 to 3 days red, and it finally started to make a new lower low, and that's when we went in, and we're doing really well with that one still, and we're still in it. And I told them that they could actually add light to it today as it rolled over on both of our stochastics today, and I told them just, hey, this thing, you can take some profits I think on Monday on it because it's gonna dip again, but I said don't add heavy till it makes a new lower low. So it's got a little ways to go. I think it'll get there. It looks good. The momentum is good on it.
And every day at 2 o'clock, what Steve does, he turns around and he goes through our portfolio. We have a member portfolio. We have a stock portfolio. And every day at 2 o'clock, he posts it. It's called Working Investor. And here's, like, I'll give you an example. He takes each stock and tells you what to do.
SLB, continue to hold this one. Our stop is at 32.09 and a nice long position. We're not really going to add today.
So he goes through each one of the stocks in our member portfolio so you know exactly what to do. So you come home from work, it's late, 6 o'clock, the time you relax, flip open your computer before you go to bed, and you say, all right, what should I do? What should I do with my Schlumberger? What should I do with Apple? You know exactly what to do. Nobody does that for $39.95. What are you, nuts?
Well, the best thing, Phil, is they don't even need to have a computer. They can do it on their iPhone. They can do it on their Android device. I mean, they can do it on their tablet if they want.
And the key is you always can have the confidence. We're going to make sure we got you in the right group of stocks based on not jibber jabber, Okay, like this crap.
Love to know what you think about social ventures.
You know I like that one. But this one has got one of my absolute faves. You know, we're going to be talking to, this is Sarah Fryer's company, because it's next door, and I happen to like...
Who cares that Sarah Funi, or whatever her name is next door? I don't care if it's 55 miles north. It doesn't, who cares, right, Steve? We look at the chart. Okay, here.
Yeah,
look.
none of it matters.
What does it matter?
It's all noise.
It's crazy. Now, here's the difference.
SLB continue to hold this one. Our stop is at 3209 and a nice long position. We're not really going to add today. If you want to, you can.
Steve doesn't care about Joe Suckface owning the company. He's going to interview him.
It's true. I don't, because all I care about is what the pattern on the chart's telling me. I'm looking at the technicals. I want to know where the money flows at. I don't care who owns the company. Most of the time, I don't even know what the name of the company is. I don't care about any of that.
No.
It's not important. What's important is where the direction of the money's going, and that's what I chase.
And what's beautiful about that is this, is that you're just following the money. And we designed a program rather, okay, that follows the money of the insurance companies, the hedge funds, the biggest banks. So whatever stock we're in, we know where that money's going. Like this morning, I'm telling my members, and we went through some ETS, and look where the money's going. Look where the money is going. And it's confirmed on our computer, on our program, the color-coded chart program. It's confirmed. So we're not guessing. We don't care who the CEO is. That's all just show. That's nonsense. And then on the other side, again, what's very important, if you have in the White House and they control everything, you got to remember, these progressives are going to spend, and they don't care about the economy. The progressives only care about one thing, getting their social programs through. So you got to know what stocks to make money on. Same thing on the other side. If you have the Republicans in there, conservatives, same thing. We'll find out what stocks we have to get in for what their style is. Very simple. Try it. 877-600-GANG. Join today. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make my dream.